How do you find the right items to dropship onto Amazon? That's what I'm going to be showing you today, because this is the #1 struggle that I see with new Amazon sellers. They're unsure which products to list into their accounts. So I'm going to show you the exact process that I use, the exact process I teach other people, and that I teach my virtual assistants. This is going to be a raw, pretty unedited video, so you can see the exact process as I go through it, the same struggles, the real struggles that I go through every time I do research, and you can get a realistic idea of how long it might take you to find the right items. Now, I don't have time to show you everything that goes into finding the right items, but this will get you started. This is everything that you need to get started. So the first thing we're going to do, #1, is we're going to look for products that are available on both Amazon.com and another website, the website that we're actually going to buy it from and ship it to our customer. And the second thing we're going to look for is, are these items that we found, are they selling successfully on Amazon? We want these items to have a good enough ranking on Amazon so that people will actually buy them. And the third criteria for now is, can we price our item competitively enough so people will actually buy the item from us instead of from another seller? So those are the 3 criteria. Let's get right into it. And the first thing I want to do is show you these free tools that you really should be using, because they really will help you a lot. The first one is a Chrome extension called PriceBlink. I'll show you how all these work in a minute. Just download this one. It will get added to Chrome here. The second one is called Amazon Assistant for Chrome. I'll go ahead and add that one. And again, I'll show you how these 2 work in a minute. And I also suggest, although it's not necessary, for you to add a Chrome extension called Extensity. And the reason for this is this allows you to turn on and off your Chrome extensions. Some of these can get annoying, they pop up a lot. So it's great if you can turn them on or off here. So once you have those installed, you want to come to your supplier's website. In this case, we're going to use Walmart. And really the process is, you're just going to start searching for random items, and we'll see if they're available also on Amazon. So I'm going to look for water bottles. Okay, and wait for it to load. And I'm going to ignore the pop-up right now. Amazon, the Chrome extension gives us a pop-up. I ignore it on the search results page. I'm only interested in that pop-up on the actual page of the item. So let's go ahead and open up a random one of these. Let's look at, let's say this one. I don't like how cheap these are, actually. This is a bad example. So let's do something that's maybe a little bit more expensive, but not too expensive. Let's say lamps. Okay. And I'll look at these. Some of these are pretty cheap too. Let's look at this one right here, this 4-piece lamp set. All right, so I clicked on it. I'll give it a second to load for the Chrome extension, hopefully to pop up. So the PriceBlink Chrome extension came up here on top. This item is $49.98 here. It's saying it's also available on some other websites like eBay, Jet, but this is the one I'm interested in here, Amazon. So I'm going to click on that. That will take me to the item directly on Amazon's website. So I see it's available for $62.06 here. That is the buy box price. Well, there's actually, yeah, there's a buy box here. Let's see if this item is selling well. So this is the same item. You could tell just from the photos and from the description. But just because it's the same item doesn't mean we're going to sell it. I want to know if people on Amazon are actually buying this product. So if I scroll down to the middle of the page, right here, this section called Product Information is going to give me the bestseller rank over here on the right. best sellers rank. 167,000 in tools and home improvement. I'm pretty happy with that. I like to keep my BSR, my best seller rank, under 300,000 in general. That's going to give you enough room there to actually make sales on items. That's very general, 300,000. There are ways to get more exact numbers of how often the items are selling on Amazon. But just for a rule of thumb, under 300,000 is good. So this item checks off that box. So number one, it's available on both Walmart and Amazon. Number two, the best seller rank is under 300,000. And one thing to note here is that you see that there's actually two bestseller ranks. There's 167,000 and 34. I always look at the top one. This is the parent one. Inside the category tools and home improvement is 167,000. In the sub category of lamp sets, it's number 34. But that pool gets smaller and smaller and smaller, the number of buyers. So I like to look at 100, the bigger parent one here. Okay? And then coming up to the top, so that's the second one. The third one is, can we actually be competitive enough with the price in order to actually sell this item? So that means that we are looking at not only how much the item costs on Walmart, but also we have to consider the Amazon fees. And Amazon charges a 15% final fee on the item. So if you sell the item for $100 on Amazon, Amazon's going to take $15 of that, $85. So you're going to be left with $85. So the math works out. I take the cost of the item, $49.98. Let's pull up a calculator. I will do $49.98, and I multiply by 1.177. I don't multiply by 1.15. That math doesn't work out like that. So that brings the total to $58.83. That's my break even. So if I sell the item for $58.83 on Amazon, then I won't make any money. I'll break even on it. So coming over to Amazon, I see people are selling it for $62, which is about $2 and maybe 20 cents or 15 cents more. So I can sell this item. I can sell this item for the same price as this person and still make sales, and people will still buy it from me. And another thing I like to do is I come over here on the right where it says other sellers on Amazon, and I click here. And I want to see what other people are selling it for. So I see that the buy box price is $62.06. That's this person, or maybe it was this one. I'm not sure. But the Lowe's price is actually cheaper than that. Why doesn't this person have the buy box? Well, because they just launched. They're not going to get the buy box yet. I could get the buy box. So if I match this low price, there's a chance I'll get the buy box on this one. So this is a good product. This is one I would actually list up for sale. Now, one thing I would always do is check this brand against my do not sell brand list. I have a list of brands that I do not sell because those brands don't want you to sell their products. So I would check it against that first. And if it's not on there, then I would go ahead and sell this item. And another good indication here is that there's 12 people selling this item. If there was only 2 or 3, or definitely if there was only 1, that would raise a red flag for me. That would say to me that there's a reason these people aren't selling this item. Chances are because people have tried and they've got kicked off of that product because that brand doesn't want them to sell it. So this one looks good because there's 12 other sellers on it. And I think there's room for me to really make some money with this one. So this is one I would definitely list into my account. So we're off to a good start here. Even though it doesn't seem like there's much money to be made with this product, remember that we're going to be listing a lot of these items into our store. So even a few dollars profit does add up. Also consider that there are plenty of other ways to make money on each sale just by utilizing things like cashback, discounted gift cards, and other ways to make money after the sale. Now, I made a much longer video here, but I don't want to put the whole thing up right here if you're not interested in it. But if you are interested in seeing the full unedited video with more examples, click on the first link underneath this video, and I will send you the full video on Facebook Messenger. So go ahead and click that first link if you want the full unedited video. I think there's about 20 minutes more. You can just watch me do my product research inside there. Otherwise, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're not going to watch that video, then I encourage you to check out this video. This is another one that I made about Amazon dropshipping. And I'll see you on either of those videos in a few minutes.